What's good, y'all? It is ElijahBoyy. We're here for the final review of 2024. This channel's come so far. Pause. And it's all because of your great support that I'm doing this. So, like I said, hopefully next year I could go back to being the consistent ElijahBoyy you all know and well. But we're not going to beat that dead horse. Let's talk about AEW World's End. The show was. Look, if you enjoyed it, please enjoy it, okay? My number one rule of this channel: we don't make fun of other wrestling fans or diss them for what they love. But I can diss the show because, let's just get to it. The first match for the Lincoln Continental Classic Tournament. I'm joking. Semi-final. Let's see, Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher, because Will Ospreay won over Claudio Castagnoli, so he had the higher victory over Claudio. Okay, in the Gold League he had 9 points, but Claudio had 9 points. But Will Ospreay, I guess, had a win over Claudio, so with him winning over Claudio didn't make it to the semifinals, so Will ended up becoming the finisher of the oh my god, I can't explain this tournament for my life. Okay. Claudio, he had the last pinfall victory over. Anyways, the match begins with I made some notes. It was a good match. The crowd was lit. I was lit because we all love Will Ospreay. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle Fletcher got booed. Basically, there was a point in the match. A fan had a sign saying Ospreay was better than Kyle. So Kyle rips up the sign and, rubs it under himself. And the fan pulled out a spare sign. I ain't gonna lie, that was a funny moment. I like that. That was a good moment in the match. And I thought Kyle was gonna rip the other one, but he didn't. So then then they continued going back and forth. Ospreay got busted open. Busted open. Kyle licked Ospreay's blood. Can we stop that? Like, that is just disgusting. Like, that's not like, and everybody's like, oh, it's a great villain move. I'm like, is it though? It's just gross and it looks unsanitary. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very disturbing. Like, I wish we would stop that. Can we stop the blood licking? Like, that's just disgusting. Like, no. Then they had another weird point in the match where they were both on all fours. It was later in the match. Ospreay's just pouring gushing blood, looking like a warrior, bruv. And then they started doing a headbutt thing where they was like, it was, he's like, that's how they were looking at each other. It wasn't even like a boink, with a headbutt. It was more like a, okay. It didn't go exactly like that, but the headbutt was a little weird, but I get the point of it. It's something about Ospreay with the, I don't know, whatever that was. So then, towards the end of the match, they traded some finishers. Kyle pushed the ref, and the ref pushed him back. And then Will Ospreay hit the hidden blade, which would have been a perfect ending to the match. But like most AEW matches, instead of just doing something that makes sense, like using someone's finisher and everything, but Kyle Fletcher kicked out, and I'm like, all right, like now I was starting to get a little irritated. And then Will Ospreay won with a Styles Clash. And won the match. I'm happy he won, but I'm like, can we, like, dude, they be having the perfect finisher and then they never do it. I don't understand. They never know when to, like, wrap it up. You know what I mean? Anyway, Will Ospreay defeated Kyle Fletcher, and their match in sequence, Ospreay kept doing this 1-1, which means they each have a victory over each other in AEW right there. So, whatever. Second match for the Lincoln Continental Classic semifinal. Kazusuke Okada versus Ricochet. Anyway, Shivani says the fans turned on Okada. Okada turned on the fans by aligning himself with the middle-aged bucks, or the young bucks, or whatever, and completely ruined him in my eyes. I was like, yeah, they couldn't let him have this. Like, he couldn't be cool for 5 seconds or whatever. So Okada does this thing at the beginning of the match. Ricochet's on the ground. He's just, early on wounded. And Okada just like zigzagged and was like running around and everything of that nature. And he walks up, slaps him in the back of the head. And Ricochet oversold it like no one's business. I'm like, bro, come on now. Really, that slap? Like, he was just like, I'm like, y'all don't sell, but bro, they sell that better than a pile driver. Like, that made no sense. Like, he oversold the heck out of that, bro. But the crowd went nuts for whatever reason, but they did. And then Okada hits a Rainmaker for the win at the end. Now, it wasn't really much about this match. I don't know. I don't know. Okada was not what I was hoping. Like, he was going to be here in AEW, but oh well. After the match was over, Swerve Strickland comes out, cuts a bit of a promo. Basically, he ran down Ricochet because Ricochet got as far as he did in last year's Lincoln Continental Classic. And of course, at the end of the match, Ricochet gets toilet paper thrown at him. How do they keep getting toilet paper in the arena? Like, no one thought to like not tell fans, hey, don't bring toilet paper. Makes me wonder if there was like a sort of like a Paul Heyman deal, where he used to like plant fans in order to get things over or whatever. I wonder if that's what they're doing, because there's no way fans are just bringing toilet paper around here. Anyway, so after Swerve embarrasses him, he brings out Prince Nana. Always holding that coffee cup. He gonna promote that coffee. I respect the hustle anyway. So Swerve comes out and he has Prince Nana come out with toilet paper. And they start passing it out to like the fans of the front row. They all toss it at Ricochet. Ricochet was just like angry looking. Just like angry. And I'm like, bruh, like. But anyways, while the song was playing, while the commentators were on the screen, I don't know if y'all go back, for those who can, if you could go back and watch right after while the commentators are talking, there's like a lady, like a fan in an orange shirt, and she was just, catch a vibe, pressure, applied, like, I don't know, that was the first thing I noticed, like, because I always tune out Excalibur and all them, and that lady was just getting down. I'm like, go ahead, Shawty, what was that? So keep in mind, this was a full match and a promo. We cut to Will Ospreay in the back doing an interview, and he wasn't even clean. Like, he was still bleeding. What was he doing during the match of the promo? Did he go to catering or something? Why was he still bleeding? Like, what? Look, I don't know how long it takes for blood to wash off, but shouldn't he have been taken care of while the match of the promo was going? Like, it was pretty freaking ridiculous. So, anyways, he cuts a promo, got the crowd all hype, all that stuff. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this Continental Classic, bruv. I'm gonna beat Okada and I'm saying, stuff like that. So, the crowd was hype. We all love Will Ospreay. Next match for the AEW Women's World Championship street fight, Tijuana street fight between Thunder Rosa and Mariah May. I'm going to give y'all an in-depth play-by-play of the match. Mariah May won. All right, so next match. I'm joking. I did write one note. One note for the match. Rosa hugs her dad, and Nigel on commentary says, I thought it was Danny Trejo. That was so funny. I don't know why that was funny to me. Good one, Nigel. Yeah, Danny Trejo and everything, bro. He's in movies, TV shows, everywhere. He's everywhere. This match. Oh my God. MJF versus Adam Cole for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. The first thing I wrote was, please let this be the end of this rivalry. I'm so tired of this. Please be over. But the only notes I wrote from the match was, there was no hero in this match. I did not care who won or lost. There was a teenage girl. She like flipped off him. At least I think she's a teenager. She flips MJF off. Like they both are bad people. Like there's no hero in this. But the whole time the commentators were acting like Max was the heel. Adam betrayed him first, and then it made it weirder. MJF says, "I was gonna betray you." Bro, oh my gosh, like, dude, the quality control was ridiculous. This could have. Oh my gosh, dude! When I tell you I'm so tired of MJF and Adam Cole together in a rivalry, I really it doesn't make any sense. Like the whole thing made no sense, and it just gets under my skin the more I think about it. So I'm not gonna keep going because otherwise this video will be too long. But anyways, MJF got the win, and then Cole's group jumped MJF, but they did it in a way where it made it seem like Max finally got what he deserved. And the whole commentator, I can't stand Tony Schiavone now, bro. Yeah, he deserves it. Throw him back in there. He was the one betrayed. He was literally the one. Anyways, the next match, Powerhouse Hobbs versus Konosuke Takeshita. Takeshita won. Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander 2. That outfit, though. And Chris Statlander got a standing ovation. That's all I wrote. Mercedes won my match. Number 9, Will Ospreay versus Shusuke Okada. The crowd was hyped for Ospreay. I didn't really do much for this match because, you know, it's hard to write down notes for all this stuff. Okada was toying with him basically the whole time because Will Ospreay was still injured. Well, not injured, but he was still suffering from a lot of blood loss. There was a point in the match where Okada had a big back body drop and his face was like... for like that long. It was so ridiculously long. And it made his face... That's a meme in itself. And after trading back and forth, Will Ospreay picks up the win and wins the Lincoln Continental Classic. Which is what I would say. That didn't happen. Because, you know, if you're the most popular guy in the company, that's... Imagine if Steve Austin lost to, like... Ospreay went through all that just to lose. Like, and nobody had a problem with it. It was so... Am I the only one bothered by that decision? Like, what the... I hate this show. I literally put that in my notes. I hate this show so much. Why does AEW do the opposite of what I want all the time? They never really give me what I want. And if they do, it takes years. It's like, does Tony Khan like villains more? Why do the villains get treated way better? Like, I'm like looking at my notes here. Like, I just don't understand. Like, anyways, as you all saw from the video I posted, Kenny Omega made his return right after the match. I would have been happy if, Ospreay didn't lose. That, like, killed the show for me, and I did not care about the rest of it. So, World Heavyweight Championship Fatal 4-Way. I didn't care who won this match. I really didn't. Orange Cassidy versus Jay White versus Adam Page versus Jon Moxley. The only moments of the match worth talking about, Cassidy, Jay White, and Adam Page hit a Shield triple powerbomb Moxley through a table. Cool. It was a pretty funny moment, I'm not gonna lie. The best part of the match, Jay White hit Marina with what does he call it? The switchblade runner, whatever it's called. He dropped her, and now Jay White is now officially in the favorites column. Like, finally. All it took was him hitting a woman. That is so horrible. Jay White is forever endorsed on this channel just because of that. But then Jon Moxley hits Jay White with a paradigm shift, DDT, whatever. And Moxley retains. Whoop-de-doo. FTR came out, and then Adam Copeland made his return. So rated FTR is official. Well, that was the show. Did I love it? No. But hey, hopefully in 2025 they'll get better, right? Right? Let me know what y'all thought. What was your favorite part of the show? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is there things you wish that could have happened, but they didn't give it to you? Or did they give you exactly what you want? The match of the night, I guess I'll give it to Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. Moment of the night, I guess Kenny returning, I guess. All right, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all very soon. Yay.